Hello guys, good morning to all of you. This is the module 2 discussion and it will be based upon the second mode of reproduction of the plant, and that is the reproduction through the seeds. In the previous module 1 we had discussed regarding the vegetative reproduction of the plant. This interactive video session is meant to discuss only the seed based reproduction of the plant. This is the page number 10. I would like to start from here. See, plants, this is the very important term, and that is what is the flowering plant, or what are the flowering plants. The answer is flowering plants are those plants that will bear the flowers. We know regarding this that a flower turn into fruits, and finally fruits contain the seeds, and these seeds will be responsible for the reproduction of the plant. Mind it. Therefore we can say easily that flowers are the organs of reproduction of the any flowering plants. Am I clear? Flowers are considered as organs of the reproduction of the any flowering plants. This is the flow diagram of different parts of the flower. Before discussing the reproduction system of the flower through seeds, we need to understand the different structure, the structure of the different parts of the flower. Without this, we will not able to understand the reproduction of the flowers through seeds. Clear? What are the parts of a flower? The first part is sepal, second is the petals. Thereafter, the two important part of the reproductive system is the male reproductive part and the female reproductive part. Male reproductive part means stamen, and it will consist of the two important parts, that's the anther and the filament, whereas the female reproductive part is pistil, and it will have three different subparts such as stigma, style and the ovary. This is the picture of different parts of a flower. This is very important. You have to draw this diagram, and this will help to understand the different parts of the plants that we are going to deal today. Such as, this is the flower, right? This is the sepal part. This is the petal. This is the pedicle, and this pedicle, it is mainly the stalk that will bear the flower. Come to this point, this is the male and female reproductive part of the flower. The male reproductive part of the flower is known as the stamen, whereas the female reproductive part of the flower is known as the pistil. Clear? Here is the mnemonic. Stamen, see. Mnemonic word will help to remember the stamen, men means male. Therefore, we can say stamen is the male part, whereas the pistil, L, female, the last letter is L, pistil, right? L. This small letter L will signify the word female, right? Therefore, we can say pistil is the female part, whereas the stamen, men, the last three letters, men means male part, right? In this way, we can easily remember these two important reproductive parts of the flower. Stamen, male reproductive part, pistil, L, female. This is the female reproductive part, right? And stamen will consist of two important other subparts such as the filaments and the anther. This anther will bear the pollen grains, right? And the ovary, here see. And pistil will consist of three subparts such as ovary, style and the stigma. See over here. This is the ovary. The elongated part is the style, whereas the topmost part is the stigma. And from the male reproductive part, that is stamen, the pollen grains will be transferred to the female reproductive part, pistil. And here fertilization will be occurred that will produce the fruits, and ovules will become the seeds, and finally seeds will be responsible for production of the another newer plant. This is how we can understand easily through the reproductive part, different part of the reproductive system, the different parts of reproductive parts of the flower, and that will help to produce the fruits as well as the seeds, and finally the reproduction through seeds will be done and newer plants will be produced. Remember this flow chart of different parts of the flower and the two mnemonic words regarding the female and the male reproductive part. Female pistil L, and for the male that is the stamen main. That's it. Now about the different parts of the flowering plants, let's understand. First is the sepals. This is the sepals, greeny like structure, and it is at the bottom of the flower. They will protect the buds of the flower. Regarding the petals, petals are brightly colored, and this petal will attract the polling agents. Clear? They will help to attract the insects of the pollination, that means to the polling agent. The stamen part. This is the, now come to the male reproductive part. Once again I repeat, sepals, petals. Sepals are the green leaves at the bottom of the flower. They will protect the bud, whereas the petals are very, very brightly colored parts of the flower, and that will attract the insects of the pollination. And flowers look very beautiful. The main reason is for the petals. Now come to the reproductive part of the flower. First part is the stamen, male part. It is the male part of the flower, and it will be made up of thin stalk. This is the stem. Clear? And it will be known as the filament. Here, elongated part, like this is the filament. And filament will have a bag-like structure, and it will be known as the anther. See over here, anther, bag-like structure. And this anther will contain the pollen grains. Now the pollen term is very important. What is pollen? Pollen is a very fine powdery like substance, or we can say grain, yellowish in color, that will contain the male gamete. Gamete means egg, the male gamete, and that will be discharged from the anther of the stamen, and that fertilizes the female egg, that means to ovule of the ovary. Clear? And this pollen transferred by either wind or any insect or any another animal for pollination. I hope the term is clear. Pollen is a very important term. Now the female reproductive part. Female reproductive part is known as the pistil, and it is consisted of three different subparts such as stigma, style, and the ovary. Pistil, female reproductive part. L is the mnemonic letter. L means female, last letter L, female, of the word female. So pistil consists of three subparts: stigma, style, and the ovary. This is the ovary. Elongated part is style, and the topmost part of the pistil will be known as the stigma. Clear? So we can say the pistil is the female reproductive part of the flower. It will consist of three different parts, such as the first part is ovary. First part is ovary. This one, ovary. This is the swollen part of the pistil, and it will also contain or consisted of the small like structures called the ovules. Ovules are the female eggs. Clear? The second part is the style, and it is the elongated stalk, or we can say the stem rises from the ovary. Here, this is the arises from the ovary. This is the elongated stalk part of the pistil, and it will be known as the stele. Clear? And the third one is the stigma, and it is placed at the topmost, at the top of the pistil. Finally, we can see the flower is attached to the stalk, another stalk, that is called the pedicel. Here, this is the pedicel, very elongated structure, and this is the pedicel part of the flower, and it will carry the or bear the flower. And there is another one part that will be known as the receptacle. This part is receptacle. Clear? The topmost part of the pedicel will be known as this part, receptacle. And it is mainly found at the center of the base of the flower. This is the base, and this is the center of the flower. So this is the part of the receptacle. This is about different parts of flower. Now we are going to discuss the reproduction in the flowering plants through seeds. Or we can see in another word, the life cycle of a plant. Remind it. We are going to discuss the reproduction in the flowering plants through the seeds, or we can say this is the life cycle of a plant. We know that most flowering plants reproduce through seeds, apart from the vegetative reproduction, the vegetative part. Clear? Such as leaves, roots, etc. And what are the involved steps here that we need to understand? First step is such as, we know adult plants produce flowers, and flowers will have both the male and the female reproductive parts. Male reproductive parts will be known as the stamen, and female reproductive parts will be known as the pistil, right? Male reproductive parts contain small grains of pollen. I have mentioned small grains of pollens are the male gametes, and these pollen grains or male gametes of flower are transferred to the female part of the flower, that means to the pistil, and this will be known as the pollination. Therefore, we can say in a simple word that what is pollination? Pollination is the process of transferring of the pollen grains, that means to the male gametes of the flower to the female part of the same flower either or the another flower. This process will be known as pollination. In a very simple term, we can say pollination means the transfer of the pollen grains of the male gamete to the female part of the flower. That's it. Now after pollination, after this transformation of the pollen grains from the male part to the female part, there will be another thing, and that is the fertilization. And fertilization means the ovary, there will be the swelling of ovary, and it will be changed into a fruit, and the ovules also changed into the seeds. This process is known as the fertilization. After pollination, the petals and the stamens of the flower fall off, and there will be the swelling of the ovary, and there will be the changes. There will be the change of the ovary into fruit structure, and ovules of the ovary will be changed into the seeds, and this process is known as the fertilization. So we can say in another word, fertilization means swelling up of ovary will change into fruit, and ovules, that means the female egg of the ovary, will change into seeds. This is known as the fertilization. Finally, the seeds produce new plants, because we have seeds now in the fruit, and these seeds will in future produce the new plants, and this is known as the life cycle of the plant. Thank you very much for watching this video.